Good morning, everybody. Heather Coleman here, getting an early start for the day. And with our messages from the angels, we got the dragons here with us. We've got the fairies. We're going to have one, maybe two cards from Money and the Law of Attraction. In fact, that's where we're going to be starting. We're also going to have some cards from the Angel Wisdom Tarot deck. And it's so interesting because whenever I notice the decks that I'm drawn to each week, it lets me know the kind of messages we're going to be working with and the kind of energies that we're working with. And for a good few weeks there, we had the fairies coming through a lot to help us deal with maybe some upheavals, some unexpected changes. I don't think we're dealing with so much of that this week. Do keep in mind that this is relevant for you whenever you find this. It's going to find you exactly when it's meant to find you. And if something in this really speaks to you, consider saving it or bookmarking it so that you can come back to it in 3 months or 7 months, something like that. Whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, this is going to be relevant for you. And the first card that we have today is, again, Money and the Law of Attraction by Esther and Jerry Hicks. The card says on it, what do I want and why do I want it? And I have to tell you, I meet a lot of people that cannot answer these questions for themselves. And you can see these people struggle unnecessarily. And I think some of you are awakening to that very thing that I just said. Maybe you know people that always seem conflicted, always seem to be struggling, but you get to know them over time and you're like, they're self-imposing at least some of these struggles, right? And this is why. What do you truly want? And keep asking yourself why. It's called root cause analysis, the why. Keep asking why. You want money? Why? Oh, so I can buy this. Why? Right? Do this on yourself. And I'm going to read the back of this for you. When you acknowledge what you do not want, and then ask yourself, what is it that I do want? You begin a gradual shift into the telling of your new story and into a much improved point of attraction. So that answers the question of why some of us go through some really hard things in life. And sometimes the hard things, the hurts, the losses, help us to define what we want and where we're going. All right. When we create for ourselves a much improved point of attraction, you get the essence of what you think about whether you want it or not, because the law of attraction is unerringly consistent. Therefore, you are never only telling the story of how it is now, you are also telling the future experience that you are creating right now. I'm going to share an example of this actually. Some of you that have been following me, you know that it's been a very challenging road with my daughter. And I'm going to share a positive example of how this law of attraction really works. She was never an easy kid to raise. She's a wonderful, bright soul. She was a challenging baby, just very energetic, didn't stop when you wanted to stop things, right? She showed a lot of behavioral and mental health challenges throughout life, and it was very tough finding the right settings, getting her the right help. Here's the thing, though. What I decided I needed to do as a single parent was double down on inner strength, on resourcefulness, on my inner resources, and become the best version I could of me. And the biggest thing that emerged was strength. And the reason I'm telling you this is that my daughter is beginning to show incredible strength. She went off to New York City. Some of you know that. And yes, I still maintain that a lot of this happened because of failures of our system and our society, and I still hold society accountable. However, with all that being said, she is showing remarkable strength and tenacity for such a young person. And it's exactly here that what you're thinking about is what you're going to manifest. Going through those years with my daughter as a single parent, one of the things I thought about was, well, whether I want to or not, good thing I want to. I want to become very strong, very tough. She's super strong, super tough. So this is just a good example of how this works in a positive way. And I'm really proud of her. And she's pulling through things and she's doing well now, beginning to do well. She's still struggling, but I'm really seeing strength in her. So great example of how this works when we talk about what do I want and why do I want it. In this case, I wanted strength. I created strength. So not only I still have that, but my daughter has it too. So amazing, amazing. I'm sure that you can think of an example from your life. Share it in the comments, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. I want to hear it. If something came up in your memory as I was talking about that, I want to hear an example of your success. A positive example, or a difficulty. Hey, if you had a difficulty, you can share that too. Please do. But I want to hear an example of how you have managed to manifest something in your life by thinking about what you wanted and how that worked for you. We have the Three of Fire, which makes actually a lot of sense given what just came through. So this is a card of being pregnant, and we had some cards come up maybe a month or two ago of pregnancy. And I always tell people this only talks about an actual human pregnancy if you are actively trying to get pregnant. This is not a card of surprises and oops, not in that way. This is similar to how the Death Tarot card, I've never had it talk about the death of a person unless you already know about it. So when we say pregnant energy with this, we're talking about you're incubating. For some of you, you're incubating many things, many big changes in your life. Maybe a lot more of what you want. Maybe some of you want more friends, okay? More family. Maybe you want deeper and more meaningful connections with the people in your life. Maybe some of you want to travel. Maybe you want to grow as a person. Maybe you want to challenge yourself and have new experiences, feel young again. What makes us feel young, I'm summing it up to two things. This isn't all there is to it, but good physical health and being challenged. And that's often through new experiences, things that cause us to grow. So I feel like many of you are incubating those things, which are very positive things for yourself. We're going to next have a card from the Suit of Pentacles or Earth, and I'm going to draw the card blindly. So I invite you to focus on, if you have a question about money or career or home, anything practical, anything physical, and the card has presented itself right here. Interesting, we've got the Ace. You'll notice we've got a very young person starting out. Whenever I look at this card, I think of the Yellow Brick Road. Like when in the Wizard of Oz, Dorothy is beginning this journey of actually self-discovery because she finds out that she always had the power to go home. Makes me think of the hero's journey, which is something we learned about Happy Jack Yoga with my 200-hour yoga teacher training. We often go through what we go through just to come back to ourselves. Sometimes we self-abandon so that we can learn new things. And then after 30 or 40 or 50 years of life, we're like, why did I ever self-abandon? Well, you almost have to test and question who and what you know you are to, again, get to that root cause analysis. Why do I want to be this person? Is this who I want to be? It's often going through that test, trying on a new identity, trying a new hairstyle, a new outfit, trying a new job, whatever it is, playing a new role. It's time for some of you to embark on a new Yellow Brick Road. But this time, you're going to be taking along who you already know you are. That's the difference now versus when we were young. That's the difference. Very interesting message. Very interesting message. Let's see if we can get a little more clarity on that. So I'm going to draw a card from the Suit of Water and Swords. These two cards are going to come together. This is such an interesting set of messages this week. I'm going to close my eyes. So this is how I usually draw for myself too. I don't like to see the cards. I really like to energetically ask what card is best for what we need to know right now today for whoever will see this video. So this is timeless. Whenever you find this, we actually have two cards, interesting, from the Suit of Water. So we have a lot of emotions. I think in the coming week and months, we're going to have a lot of emotions moving around. Let's really focus on what those emotions are telling us. Fascinating. With this deck only, no other tarot deck but this one. Whenever I draw the Queen of Water, I immediately see her as the Queen of Swords, which I love. And the reason I say this, the Queen of Water in every deck but this one, for me, when I read for myself or someone else, is often someone who is overgiving and neglecting their own needs. That's why I hate this bitch when she comes up. I never want the fucking Queen of Water to come up in my life. I'm like, no, I don't want to overgive. Fucking Queen of Swords ain't having that shit. She might be divorced from some asshole, narcissistic sociopath, or he. This could be a man who got rid of some toxic asshole of a wife. Hey, I'm not joking around. If this is you, bad boy or bad girl, strap yourself in, because the ride's gonna get better. You gotta understand, the universe is preparing and has been preparing you for greatness. Maybe you know people whose lives seem to go smoothly, and you're like, how the hell's that working? Well, maybe their purpose is different from yours. If you've got a big purpose, and you're meant to change lives, and you're meant to have a big impact, hon, if you're here, I don't think you are put here on this fucking earth to maintain the goddamn status quo. Am I right or not? A lot of the people that seem to have the best lives, they ain't questioning much, alrighty? They are maintaining the status quo. Well, I don't know about y'all. I was never here to do that. Neither was my daughter, the one that ran off to New York City with nothing but the clothes on her back, and she is fucking making it happen. I'm strong. I wasn't that strong at 18, but she is. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. We have the nine. Yeah, baby. Fucking Nine of Cups. I think this is why Spirit's like, y'all, what do you want? Why do you want it? Because we are in a especially high time of manifesting right now, meaning what you wish for, you're going to get. So this has been coming through a lot. Take the time to sit and ask yourself, what do I really truly want? Sometimes that changes as we go through life. Life doesn't always happen the way we expect. That's why every so often we should revisit what we want our lives to look like in the next week, the next month, the next 10 years, the next 1 year. So you're going to get what you wish for. This is wishes granted. And it's upright. You're going to manifest quickly at this time. So really focus on what you want, because you can manifest quickly. I like that message a lot. Ooh. Fuck you people. Okay. Not you people. I mean like just whoever fucking betrayed you. God damn fucking Three of Swords. Maybe you're still cleaning up a freaking mess from some shit ass. I am. God damn it all. And like, why don't these people get punished? The worst abusers are the ones that everyone thinks are so nice and they're this and they're that. Yeah. Did you get rid of some shit like that out of your life? Me too. Well, and then when the mask came off of my ex, convenient how he got into another country. Isn't that nice? Okay. This isn't to get political, but we have world leaders that some people think are so good, and they are pure shit. And it's not all of them. I'm not saying it's all. It's not even half of them. It's not even a quarter of them. The majority of world leaders are people who truly want the best. We may not always agree with their methods or their policies, but they're coming from a good place. With that being said, there are some world leaders that are pure shit. Psychopathic. Okay. So when you have that shit at the top, is it any surprise? Will you please stop asking yourself how you fell for a con artist or a narcissist? We live in a world full of them. And if they've chosen you, oh my God. Well, no, actually, this does mean you're special, just not for the reasons you thought. When you got love bombed, you thought it was because you were special. Well, you're not special because you were love bombed. You're special because the universe and your higher self and your angels had enough fucking faith that you're going to overcome this shit and you're going to rock this place and you're going to shake up everyone's idea of what the status quo is, because if this shit was working, the news wouldn't be what's on the news, okay? Change needs to happen yesterday and you're part of it, okay? You're part of it. You know, if your life has never been comfortable, good. You're used to discomfort more than most. I feel like we're missing it. Oh, we're missing Major Arcana. I was like, I feel like there's one more card, but where am I supposed to find it? This energy is really intense. I'm having to ground myself. I mean, these messages and just the feeling Spirit is giving me, I've got butterflies in my stomach. I mean, in a good way, I almost feel like I could throw up, which is why grounding yourself is going to be so important in these upcoming days, weeks, months. This message is not just for the week. I mean, it is, but it's more than that. Let's see what our I feel like I'm going to throw up again. Oh, yeah. Tying the bow on the package, the fucking Chariot. This is the card that says you've been through the rotten shit you've been through because it has been a catalyst for you to work through your shadow side. The white horse, the light, the good, the positive, the happy is nice, but we don't live on a planet like that. Okie doke, we live on a duality planet. You need your dark horse. You need your shadow, baby. Stop quieting it. Be you. If someone says you're too loud, get louder. I mean, unless you're in like some kind of a setting, if you're at a concert, okay? If you're just having fun in your life. If you've been through hard stuff and anyone's tried to silence your voice, just get louder. What are they going to do? All right? You are here to be a mover and a shaker. The struggles you've been through have been preparing you for greatness. Greatness. I want you to remember this. Spirit wants you to remember this. And don't ever doubt it. I don't care how fucking long it's taking for your career. I don't care how fucking long it's taking to meet a good life partner. I don't care how fucking long it's taken for any shit to manifest in your life. What do you want, baby? Tell the universe. Don't ask. Don't wish. Don't hope. Tell the universe what you want, girl. It's like boys, because you're going to get it. Wow, that was a very strong reading this week. You're going to get what you want. Okay. Oh, okay. Grandma. Whichever grandma of yours is dead, maybe more than one of them. Breathe, she's saying. Ground yourself. Meow. This couldn't happen at a better time. My black and white kitty just came in here. Talk about a chariot. Come here, kitty. Why don't we let everybody see how adorable you are? Look, black and white. Balancing our light and our dark. This is Robbie. He's a little grumpy because he hasn't eaten yet. He's getting neutered today. He's supposed to fast. We're leaving in just a few minutes, so please wish us luck. Robbie getting some surgery today. Show everybody those eyes. Just little black and white kitty. Ah, little paw. So I wish you all a beautiful day, a beautiful week. If you're on YouTube and this resonated, please consider subscribing. Leave a comment because I want to hear how these messages are resonating for you. If something from previous video has come up, put a comment on this video or that one. And I wish you all the best. And let's wish this little guy the best today. Namaste.